USA. So look, too many people burning out trying to be wholesalers. It's a waste of time and money, especially if you're paying for somebody to teach you. You know, my mailboxes are filled with cards, and this is for years now. My phone gets logged up with people trying to, hey, you interested in selling your home? Listen, and it's usually a young person that doesn't know shit about real estate. But I know they've been led to believe, oh, hey, there's some opportunities here. And there is some money to be made in real estate. I've made tens of millions of dollars doing it. But I can tell you right now that is like that is like the beginners. That's a place to barely start, but not really. Listen, my first wholesale deal, I made $20,000, and that was probably back in 1985. But let me explain. I was finding deals to buy to make all the profit on, and I found one deal for $150,000 that was worth $225. Went to somebody that had the money to buy something like that, my old boss, and he said, "Man, looks great." He goes, "There's some money here," and he says, "But I don't want a partner." He goes, "How about I give you $20,000 and you walk?" Great idea. I made 20 grand just like that. But today, to make that to be your business model, I'm telling you, you're wasting your time. You're going to burn yourself out with hundreds of thousands of other people that have been led to believe that there's money in it. And then everybody jamming into the same thing, trying to do the same thing. And, it doesn't take long before people just start hanging up on everybody that calls and everybody that, that pesters them. Look, you want to learn how to make money in real estate. Listen, of course there's a way to do it, but it's not that way. You have to, there's a lot of things you need to learn, but there's some basics and there's some fundamentals, but you can't get away from escaping having to know value. The people that get into landscape or they jump into wholesaling, especially people that are trying to buy, at a distance or solicit areas that they know nothing about, you are really wasting your time. But in the end, you got to set your standards higher anyways, and you'll make a hell of a lot more. You want to be a buyer. You don't want to be simply, somebody that, there's a place to begin, but that's really not it. You got to get it. You got to understand basically how real estate works. So look, I'm trying to give it to you a quick, simple way. You can concentrate on a specific area. Doesn't have to be a specific type of property. It can be houses, it can be land, it can be duplexes or triplexes or multi-units. Listen, I bought apartment buildings and made millions. I bought houses and made millions. I bought offices and made millions of dollars. And I've even done it with industrial buildings, made millions of dollars. I made $1.5 million just on one not too long ago. And you just keep rolling these profits into bigger and better assets. People wonder why I sell such a great building sometimes. It's to buy a bigger, better one that brings in even more money. So look, get my book, Wake Up and Smell the Real Estate. It's been a bestseller on Amazon, Audible, and Kindle. You're not going to find anybody that has as diverse a portfolio as I have and has made as many millions of dollars as I've had in all these different areas. And I'm talking about houses, apartments, land, acreage, lots, again, industrial, commercial, all that sort of thing. You just need guidance, especially you guys 30, 40, 50 years old. Listen, you got money, you can kind of see the writing on the wall, even if you got $500,000 or $1 million in the bank. You're not going to retire that well. You're not going to be able to put your kids through college, or you might have to pick one or the other. I get it. I've never had those problems because I made so much money so young in life. But boy, do I get an earful from the people that I talk to that are interested in that. And so many have already said they've spent thousands of dollars on some bullshit course that took them nowhere. I don't want that. I don't want that for you. So listen, get in my webinar, flipanythingusa.com/webinar, or take the mentoring survey. That's probably one of the smartest things you can do. Go to flipanythingusa.com. It's right in the right-hand corner. mentoring or mentorship survey. Take the mentorship survey. It tells me a little bit about you. You can have a phone call. You can pick my brain here. I'll talk to you for at least 10 minutes, and I'll get you on a path. It doesn't have to be with me. I don't care. But what I'm telling you is, you got to have a standard, and especially when it comes to mentoring. Who do you want to learn from? Do you want to learn from somebody that talks big and has no testimonials, that talks big and really shows nothing for experience? These guys get on here or they talk big about the greatest, assets in the world or in real estate, and then you're being fooled. You're being tricked into a funnel of trying to get brought into a fund where they're simply going to have you borrow money from your home and put it in their fund, and you become a low interest loan for them. It's silly. It's absolutely silly, and many people have been taken for hundreds of millions of dollars across the country. So listen, go to flipanythingusa.com, take the mentorship survey, get in the free webinar, sign up for both. I'll have a call with you if you get through the mentorship, but ideally you want to get into my next webinar. Will be Thursday 7 p.m. I might do one during the afternoon. If you want to be in an afternoon, just put in the comments or write me at tom@flipanythingusa.com. I'm going to put an afternoon one together because some of you guys got to work in the evenings. I understand that. And I say guys because primarily I've been in my audience, that have been in the course. Listen, I got many millionaires. Go to Flip Anything USA. Look at how many millionaires. People have made $1 million and more, a couple $1 million, since they've been in my mentorship in the last 2.5 years. I'm only doing this 2.5 years. And I challenge anybody, compare me to Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone doesn't have a fraction of the testimonials that I have or the money made by students. Compare, show it to me if it's out there. The guy's got 3,100 investors, and I don't think I've seen a millionaire among any of them. So anyways, check it out. I'll talk to you later. I'm pulling up to one of my properties right now. This one here, this is a great story too. I'm not going to get into it now because I got to jump out and look some, and then I'm going to order a bunch of turf. We're going to put sod down on one of my other properties. But this baby here, this is about a $3 or $4 million profit right here. I'll talk to you guys sometime soon. Again, hit that subscribe button. Don't waste your time. Get information. There is no real super easy path. It requires a little bit of work and knowledge. Oh, speed bump. I just had these put in. Slowing down the traffic, protecting the kids. We'll see y'all later. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that